Hello, this is Dr. Hui Liu from San Jose, California, United States. My email is ibridgepy@gmail.com. ibridgepy is an easy-to-use Python platform to help traders to build algorithm trading robots. It can backtest and live trade with interactive brokers, Robinhood, and TD Ameritrade. You can download iBridgePy from www.ibridgepy.com. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel because more tutorials are coming. In this tutorial, I'm going to talk about get historical data from interactive broker when no response from IB data server. In iBridgePy, when you need to request historical data, the method you're going to use is called request historical data. However, it may not work successfully for many reasons. Here, I listed a few possible reasons that the request will fail. The first one is data permission. When you request historical data to some securities, but actually you don't have the data permission, you will see a data permission issue. The error message will tell you you have not subscribed to a data package. The best way to purchase a data package from interactive brokers is to call interactive brokers representative and tell them what kind of contracts you are going to trade, and they will help you to choose which data package you need. The next possible reason for failure is pacing violation. This one is enforced by IB server. The basic idea is you cannot get historical data from IB server too often. So the solution is do not get historical data too often. For example, if you make 6 identical requests to IB server within 1 minute, you will violate this pacing violation. The solution is don't do that too often. The next possible reason is wrong contract definition. The root cause of this failure is when you define symbol or super symbol, probably there are some errors. The best way is to check IB contract database. And we have tutorial to talk about symbol and symbols, super symbol. So you can refer to that tutorial. The next one is too many rows returned. For example, if you request minute bar and go back 1 year or even 2 years, there will be too many rows. It will return these rows will return from IB server to iBridgePy. However, iBridgePy have a wait for feedback in seconds. The default value is 30 seconds, which means iBridgePy will wait for 30 seconds for the responses from IB server. If there are too many rows returned from IB server and it takes more than 30 seconds, iBridgePy will terminate and say failed for this request. The solution is either do not request too many rows or increase wait for feedback in seconds in the function of request historical data. The next one is ask for too many data. Think about if you request minute bar or even second bar and go back for 10 years and IB does not allow to ask for that many data. So the solution is to reduce goBack value in the request historical data. The next two issues, the first one is the last one is connectivity issue. For example, after you send out the request, there's an internet connectivity issue, so that iBridgePy does not have any responses from IB server. The last one, but not the least, is the unknown issue. Actually, we don't know what happened between iBridgePy and IB data server. So there's no way to know what's going on. But the symptom is iBridgePy have not received responses from IB servers. Then I'm going to talk about the latest update from iBridgePy to solve the connectivity issues. Let's go back to iBridgePy and go to documentations. In the documentation, let's go to request historical data. You can see the format of request historical data have bar size, goBack, that's we have talked about, and wait for feedback in seconds. The default value is 30 seconds. And the latest changes is actually happens here, exception. iBridgePy will raise runtime error if IB data server does not respond due to connectivity issues within a few seconds, which is defined by wait for feedback in seconds. In the default case is iBridgePy will wait for 30 seconds. If the failure was not caused by connectivity issue, iBridgePy will terminate execution. So there are two situations. One is runtime error. The other one is just the termination. In the coding part, we can solve this issue. Let me go back to the demo part. In Spider, in this sample code, we make a little bit changes for the pure request historical data. So in this tutorial, I want to get historical data of SPY, and then I call a function called retry, request historical data. In this retry request historical data, so this code will retry 3 times from broker's data server. And if it found a runtime error, it will retry 3 times. I actually retried 2 times, but overall try 3 times. The code looks like this. So overall retry is 3 times, and iBridgePy will give up. Count equals to 1, which is the initial data, and that is the number of the current try. So the first try is just 1. Answers is just the value. If the call is successful, it will return the retrieved historical data. The format is pandas data frame. And then the code gets into while loop. If the current number of try is less than 3 times, it will add 1 so that it will count how many retries, how many tries it has been tried actually. And then the core part is try and except. This is a standard Python way to catch exceptions or errors. So it means iBridgePy will send request historical data to IB server. If it's successful, the result will be saved in answers, and then break the while loop and return the result, just like a regular request historical data. If this function failed and the error is a runtime error, then iBridgePy will sleep for 3 seconds. This 3, and then it will go back to while loop and try it again until successful got result or failed finally. To run this file, we can go to runme.py and change the file name to this one and just run it. You can see if there's no error, it will show the typical historical data in the pandas free. If there's errors happen, the code will retry it automatically. Thank you very much. For any questions, please send an email to ibridgepy@gmail.com. If you need any help on coding, please check out our well-known Run a Coder service. More tutorials are coming. Please don't forget to subscribe. iBridgePy is an easy-to-use Python platform to backtest and live trading. Thank you very much.